Sunday afternoon. I'm telling you guys, I have had such an amazing weekend. Guys, I am a grandmother again. My daughter gave birth to her first baby. Now, there is a miracle because let me tell you something. My daughter did not think that she could ever conceive. But you know what? You should never say ever because when God has plans, baby, God has plans for you. So, yes, we had a miracle this weekend, and I'm just extremely happy. And I see those hearts. I can't tell who's on here yet, but thank you for those hearts. And happy Sunday to everybody. I love you guys so much, and I am so happy that you all are here with me today. And thanks for that like. I surely appreciate it. If you have any friends, family, or just people, hey, it's here, Latia. How are you doing? I am doing great. Thank you for speaking to me. So I just love to see you when you come in, and you always have such great energy. You don't just speak to me, you speak to everybody else in our community and our family. And there is Glenn. Hello, Glenn. How are you? You know, Glenn, I want you to know today that you are so amazing. I appreciate your support. Latia, I appreciate your support. And guys, oh, there's someone else. Hey, Tamara, how are you? Thanks for joining me. You guys are so amazing. Thanks for those hearts. Thanks for those likes. Guys, I don't know if y'all saw the subject that we're going to be talking about today. So I was at the hospital all weekend. When I tell you it took my daughter 3 days to deliver this bundle of joy, but she's here and her name is Emerald. How beautiful is that, guys? That is so beautiful. So today I said, you know what? I'm going to kind of keep it light, whatever that means, because you know with me, honey, I will start out light and I will go heavy because I speak what's on my heart, what's on my mind. I speak what you all encourage me and inspire me to speak about. So I say I'm going to start light today, but who knows? But I will tell you this. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. So yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Tamara. Tamara says awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're going to be talking about today what you too old to be arguing about. You know, we start arguing with people when we're younger, and certain things we are many things that we'll go back and forth with people about. But then it gets to a point in life you go, you know what? I'm tired of arguing with people about this, that, and the other. And we just give up. It may be in our relationship. And I don't want to use the word give up, honey, because sometimes people don't deserve your time, your attention, your energy. You all with me here? Everybody don't deserve your time, your energy, your conversation, your peace. And that's what we're talking about today. There's certain things we used to argue about all day long. I remember when I was in a relationship, I'm always talking about these relationships, honey. It feels like most of my life was spent dealing with relationships. They take a lot of time. Do y'all agree with that? Nothing wrong with a relationship, but they do take a lot of time. And I remember I would go back and forth with people about why they were late. Why were they late? And it came a time when I just said, you know what? If we say we're going out at 6 o'clock, and I know the directions, I have the car keys or whatever. If it's a movie, for instance, and I know the movie starts at 7, and that person was coming to pick me up, and they are late, and I know we're not going to make it on time, honey, I'm not going to argue back and forth with you about why you're not here yet. Because it's a good thing to just sometimes take the initiative to just not let people affect your life so much. So I would get in my car and drive to the movie theater myself, but I wouldn't be rude now. I would tell that person, hey, the movie starts at 7 o'clock. It is now 6 o'clock. It takes us 45 minutes to get there. We have to stand in line to get the ticket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leave. And I'm going to kindly, politely meet you there, because I'm going to be on time, and I'm going to sit there. I'm going to have my popcorn, my Coca-Cola, whatever it is I'm going to drink, my little, what else I used to like? Oh my God, I used to like so many things. Let me see something I like. I used to like those little Ike mics. Y'all remember the Ike mic? Am I saying it right? Mike and Ike and Mike. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Hey, Gwendolyn Settles, how are you? She says, why do you always say my whole name? But hey, Gwen, how are you, sweetheart? And thank you guys for those thumbs and those hearts. I love you guys so much. Yeah, I used to get the Ike mics. I used to get the Reese's, the Reese's with the little peanut butter and a little bitty, look like M&Ms. And then I would get the M&Ms. I would get so much candy, guys. And sometimes I have to be honest. I have to be honest. I literally would go to a drugstore or a Dollar Tree or a Family Dollar, and I would buy that cheap candy, and I would put it in my purse. You know what I'm saying? So I needed to leave on time. I needed to not argue with somebody about why they're running late, and just take initiative and do what I needed to do, because I needed to get to the Dollar Tree or the dollar store to get me some cheap candy, because honey, the candy at the movie theater was too expensive back then when I was going to. It's probably expensive now too. But back then I was on my struggle bus, honey. You know what I'm talking about? I was on my struggle bus. So I had to go get that candy cheap, put it in my purse, and go to the movie theater with that candy. And yes, I just decided to go, hey, I'm not arguing anymore with anybody about this. If I want to eat dinner out and someone's late and they're not coming, just meet me there. Or if someone's supposed to wash the dishes and the kitchen is dirty and they didn't wash it, honey, I got enough love and energy for that kitchen, and I would just wash those dishes. I'm not arguing back and forth with people. I'm just going to say, if I want my environment to be a certain way, I'm going to just step up and do it, even if you were supposed to. I'm okay with that. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I'm not going to argue. I'm going to make my life better. And sometimes that takes extra energy or stepping outside the box or being the one who puts their ego to the side to make my situations like I want them. So that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just got to throw your hands up. Y'all feel me? Throw your hands up. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Sometimes you got to just throw them hands up. Let's see here. How are you? Hey, Dr. Bikey. I just want to say that right. And how are you? Hello, Kenny. How are you? Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. So yeah, we're talking about what are you too old to argue about? And so, hey, how are you doing? Come on in. I'm just on a live video on YouTube. You come on in and do what you have to do. Okay, so yeah.
My light just doesn't work over there.
Oh, well, okay. No problem at all. That's my nephew, guys. So yeah. Uh, oh, okay. Glenn says hello, Latia. Yes, he did, guys. And thank y'all so much for those hearts. And thank y'all for tuning in. So let's get back to doing what we were going to be doing. We're talking about letting these arguments go. So let's see what I got, because I got some great notes here, guys. So I want to ask you all, what is something that you're done with? What is something that you used to argue about at one time and you don't do it anymore? I want to read the comments. I want to see what you all think about that. What have you all experienced? Who are y'all sick and tired of being sick and tired of arguing with? So I've learned something as I got older. I learned that everything doesn't deserve an explanation. You ever just explaining yourself to people all the time in situations where you shouldn't even have to. I used to be an explainer too. There were so many things that I did. And that's why I love coaching, guys, because most of the time the people that I coach, they have been through or are going through something that is so, it touches my heart because I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? I can remember people sometimes coming at me for things I didn't do. Like, why? Let me think about it. Let me see. Oh, why do you have two pieces of meat versus one? Just the simplest things. And I would be like, well, I have two because I was hungry. But I could see that person go and put whatever they want on their plate, and they don't care. They do what they want to do. They move like they want to move in life. But me, I'm always having to explain everything I do. Like, I can't make sound decisions, solid decisions, and stand on 10 toes when I decide to do something as simple as having two pieces of meat on my plate. That's my business. Why would I have to explain that? Or why are you going in the room? Like, I might have friends be like, why are you going in your room? We're watching a movie. I don't want to watch this movie. I don't like this movie, and I don't want to interrupt you watching this movie. Well, why don't you just sit here with us while we watch it? Honey, I don't want to watch this movie. I want to go lay down. And my friends and my family, they get mad, and they'll be like, you can sit in here. What is wrong with me doing what I want to do? Have you ever just wanted to do what you wanted to do, and people, they're just not having it? You're finding yourself in a whole argument or explaining why you want to just do what you want to do at the time. So that's what we're talking about today. Just being genuine and accepting what we've decided, instead of bending all the time to do or be like others or how they want us to be. It's time for us to love ourselves and be comfortable in situations that we choose to be in. And that means the decisions that we choose in our life. We don't owe people explanations for everything that we decide to do. It's okay to be different. It's okay to disagree. So if you're that person that's always uncomfortable and you walk away feeling like, man, I didn't feel like doing that, or man, I just wanted to sit at home, or I didn't feel like answering that phone call, I didn't feel like texting back, I just want to be at peace at this moment. I'm here to tell you today, it's okay to do that. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Yeah, so everything doesn't deserve an explanation. Everybody doesn't deserve access to your peace. Sometimes, so the most powerful thing you can do is say it's okay. Just say it's okay. I'm okay. In your head, it's okay for me to do the things I want to do the way I want to do them without explaining to people. Y'all with me? It's okay. So just say okay and keep it moving is what I'm saying. Let me give you a couple of more examples, guys. There was a time when somebody could misunderstand me and I would feel like I needed to explain myself, and I've already told you all that. So I put down one of the situations in my life. I would be sitting there thinking, wait a minute, that's not what I meant. No, let me explain. You misunderstood what I was saying. And then I realized, hold on, if you have already decided who I am in your mind, why am I standing here giving a presentation trying to change your mind? Why was I trying to change your mind? You had already decided what you thought of me, who you thought I was, and what you thought I should be doing or saying. So why am I going back and forth with you? That's what I started thinking. So I just decided to step up and take charge of who I am, who I want to be, and what I want to do and what I want to say. Respectfully, by the way, guys, respectfully. Thank you so much, Kitty. And hey, Sandra, how are you? You're doing great today, sweetheart. I hope you're doing great. I'm so glad you guys are with me. So yeah, if you have already decided who I am, that's that, baby. I am not a PowerPoint, honey. I am not a PowerPoint. That's what I said. I don't have to give you a presentation about myself. Stop pretending you're a PowerPoint to these people. You are a beautiful, amazing, loving person. You're not a PowerPoint. You're just not. You're not. Sometimes people are going to misunderstand you. They're going to, and that's okay. Sometimes I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying here, because I know somebody can relate to this. If you can relate to what I'm saying so far, type relate in the comments. And also, let me know where you're from today. I want to know where you're watching me from. Where are you watching Coach Gwendolyn from? You guys are just saying hello to each other, and I love it so much. So yes, sometimes people are going to misunderstand you. Sometimes people are going to have the wrong opinion of you. Everybody's not going to have the correct opinion of you, and we have to learn how to be okay with these days, because it's stressful worrying about these things, and we have too many things in this world that we have to do. And one of the things is that we have to live within our purpose. And honey, if you're out here worried about what everybody's thinking about you, or how they're misjudging you or misunderstanding you, you're not going to be able to live in your purpose the way you're supposed to. You're not going to be able to self-love, and you're not going to be able to love others because you're too stressed out about what someone is going to say. When I first started speaking, I remember being on the stage, and I don't know if y'all know, but I'm an award-winning inspirational speaker, by the way. Toot, toot, let me toot my horn. You guys know I like, ooh, ooh. You guys know I love to toot my own horn, so there you go. So yeah, when I used to get on stage when I first started speaking, it a lot of the things that made me nervous, or one of the biggest reasons that made me nervous about speaking on stage, was what was people going to think of me? What were they going to think about the clothes I was wearing, the subject I was speaking about, the way my voice sound? I was just worried about judgment. And that much worry could have stopped me from becoming the person I am today. Because being an inspirational speaker, being a coach, being a podcast host, I am the host of the podcast Win with Gwen, and you guys can check that out here on YouTube. Go check out my podcast today, guys. Win with Gwen. Check it out. I know you're gonna love it. It is so amazing. It's inspirational. It's uplifting. It's educational. It's a podcast that's going to take you to the next level. So if you're sitting here and you're wanting to go through the glass ceilings, baby, check out that podcast Win with Gwen, because it is amazing. And yeah, and don't forget, if you haven't gotten my book, Get Beat to Get Better, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? So yeah, I was on the stage and I was worried about judgment so much that I froze up a couple of times. I was letting it stress me out. When I stopped worrying about what other people would think about what I was doing on stage, which again was my purpose, honey, I began to be a better speaker. I started competing. That's when I tell you I'm an award-winning speaker because I left that at the door. Honey, you can't take that with you. You cannot take other people's judgments with you when you have talents, when you have purpose, when you have desires, when you have dreams, when you have ambition. You cannot go anywhere in life with people's judgments riding your back. You've got to let that go. And this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand today. You have to self-talk. You have to tell yourself when you're feeling that way, it doesn't matter what they think about me. This is my life. This is my dream. This is my purpose. And you say that over and over and over and over again until you, with your amazing self, I love you, by the way, until you begin to believe that. And we call those affirmations. You know, affirmations, and some people always hear the word affirmation, but a lot of us don't understand what affirmations are. And so I like to explain that to you, just in case you didn't know. Affirmations are short, specific, positive, personal things that we say to ourselves as though they have already happened. You with me? And you don't just say it, bye, sweetheart, thank you. And you don't just say it without feeling, without emotion, without connection. You say it like you mean it until you begin to believe it and live it. And that's what I told myself when I walked on those stages to speak. I said, I am great. I am living within my purpose. I am going to meet myself where I am now. I may not be the best speaker but by golly, if I keep doing this over and over and over and over again, one day I'm going to be what I wanted to be, an international speaker, an award-winning speaker. And I was nothing of the person that you see before you today. I remember coming to do lives and I was horrible at these lives. So if you're on the other side of this phone and you're a person that's wanting to go live, you want to do lives, and you want people to hear what you have to say, click into that live. Even if you click back out, decide what day and what time you're going to go live and keep doing it. And once you fail at it and you click back out and say, oh, this is hard, tell yourself, well, you're going to try again tomorrow and you're going to do it. And you go back in, you keep speaking those positive affirmations and you visualize yourself, because visualization is extremely important. You visualize yourself doing it. I used to see it in my mind's eye, baby. My mind's eye, way before I was on a live talking to you. I was horrible at this. There's so many things in life that I was horrible with. And I learned that in order for you to succeed, you got to start at ground zero. And ground zero ain't pretty sometimes. I can draw, by the way, but I used to not be able to. And it was horrible at first. And I kept doing it over and over and over and over. And it got frustrating. I'm not telling you that having to do something over and over again is not going to be frustrating. It will be. But you got to know your why, baby. Why are you doing this? What is so important about the thing you're doing? And every time you feel like giving up, you think about your why. My why as a speaker was because I wanted to help individuals become their greater selves. You know, that's just something that is in me, that every time you grow, it fills me up with such joy and happiness. So it's almost like I'm doing it for me, but really I'm doing it for the both of us. So that's why I take out the time to do this. And no, it wasn't easy at first. And I'm here to tell you today, do not give up on you. You better not give up on you, baby. You know I love you. I believe in you. And I don't want you to ever give up on yourself, okay? Let's see here. Hey, Annie and Eddie Esther. I guess I want to say it that way because I don't know the middle part. But hey, how are you doing? And I'm glad you said nobody cares. And it's okay, sweetheart, because I love you anyway. And I'm so glad that you joined me today. And I hope that you stick around. Welcome to the place where you can be rude or you can be loving, and we still love you anyway. This is a spot of love, sweetheart. And this is a spot where people come that may be broken. And I'm going to tell you something. When people are hurt inside or they're broken, they do say negative things to other people and they try to hurt them. But you know what? That's that old saying, hurt people, baby. But love people, accept people, and love them anyway, baby. And I love you anyway. So please stick around. If this is your first time joining me, feel free to get anything out here on this spot that you couldn't get out anywhere else without being attacked. If someone has hurt you, made you upset, or even if you've made yourself not feel good about who you are, this is a spot where you'll understand that we love you anyway. Thank you for joining us, baby. And I hope that this love spills into your heart and allows you to love yourself anymore. So if you want to continue to make rude comments, welcome to Coach Gwendolyn's Live, baby. This is the spot where nobody will attack. We love you. Everybody, matter of fact, y'all say hello to Haywood Pittman. That's the person who needs your love today based on that comment. Send Haywood some love, guys. So let's continue on. I was saying some people are going to misunderstand you. Sometimes people are going to tell stories about you that you know isn't true, and sometimes you have to let them tell it. Honey, I always tell people the people who know me know me. And the people who want to believe what they want to believe about me, they're going to believe it. And that's just fine with me these days. I can't tell you how to feel about me. I can't tell you what to think about me. That's your prerogative. As long as I know who I am and the people that know me, that really know who I am, that's fine. I don't expect people who don't know me to not believe negative things about me when their mindset is to a point where they will believe the negative before they come and ask someone so that they can find out if it's true or not. So that's another thing. I stopped worrying about what people thought about me or said about me. That's fine. Because the people who know Coach Gwendolyn, they know Coach Gwendolyn. And the people that know you, sweetheart, they know you. So if somebody is at work and they're saying things about you, they were going to talk about you, they're going to talk about you, try to turn a deaf ear. What does the Bible say? To turn the other cheek? Turn the other cheek, honey. Because the people who know you and respect you, those are going to be your voices. You ever heard that saying, and I'm going to not say it exactly like it goes, and I might say it exactly like it goes, baby. Let's say, they say that people who allow people to talk about you behind your back, they're really not your friends. When your friends are in the room and someone talks about you, they're going to be your voice. They're going to let people know who you are. And that's what good friends are about. Honey, a good friend will take care of those rumors, allegations, and lies before they ever reach you. A person who comes to you to tell you that somebody was talking about you and they so-called know you, know your character, and they didn't say anything to protect you, they should have said a little something. But you can't be mad at them because some people just don't involve themselves in anything. So, but sometimes those people will say that's not true, or I'm going to ask her about that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And really, really good friends, they do that. But people who are just associates that know you, they may just, let it slide. But your good friends, your best friends, they're going to take up for you way before that hits your ears about what they said to you, honey. Those are good friends. So when you have good friends, don't worry about anybody turning them on you because of their words. And the ones who turn against you, they were probably never going to be your friends, and more than likely they wanted to hear bad things about you. And you can't let that bother you, honey, because life has to go on because you're too amazing. You're too amazing to let those things sit on your beautiful heart. Why people say they love you, how do you know for sure? Well, one thing I'm going to tell you about that, you don't have to wonder if somebody loves you for sure, Tamra, because there's work that you have to do. To actually care or worry or question how someone feels about you, you need to do more work on self-love. And yes, there's books, there's videos, there's meditation, and there's prayer. And I'm going to recommend all of that to you. And check out my book, Get Beat to Get Better, because that's going to help you love yourself. When you love yourself, Tamara, You don't question if anybody loves you, because when you truly have done the work to love yourself, you do not allow anybody to do certain things to you. You see that, you check that, and you move on from that. You understand what I'm saying? You see that, you check that, you move on from that. You know when you feel love. Baby, love is not hard to see. Remember that person in your life who protected you? When someone said something bad about you, they fed you when you were hungry, they clothed you when you were needing clothes, they helped you to learn, they gave you wisdom, they gave you gentle hugs. You never questioned if that person loved you. You never questioned if that person loved you. Remember those times when you knew what you wanted in life and you took care of your health, you took care of your mental stability, you just did things that felt good, that were right. You didn't put yourself in bad situations around people who you knew were toxic or abusive or not good for you. You know these things because you know your value, you know your worth. Even people who don't acknowledge their worth or their value, you feel when someone's not giving you love. See, people get love confused all the time. Love is not something that hurts you. A person may hurt you, but that's not love. That's pain. And a person can love you and hurt you at the same time. You know, love is something beautiful. It's the hurt and the negative things that people do or say to you that you have to separate yourself from, that you have to put up boundaries. You understand? And so, yes, we don't want to worry about if people love us or not. We want to worry about if we love us so that we can protect us, so that we'll know how to and when to remove ourselves from situations that we have no business being a part of, including people, places, or things. You understand that? So we're not going to worry about who loves us. We're going to worry about if we love us. And there are certain things in this world that we can't allow to happen or be in our life. Like people that say they love me, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be without error. They can tell a lie sometimes and do things, and I'll still understand that they love me. But when they get to doing things that's too horrible for me, I don't care if they love me or not. They've got to go, or I've got to put up boundaries because I love me, and that's what's important. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop worrying about if somebody loves you, and you love you, and you stop allowing things to happen to you that you know shouldn't be happening to you. Don't let people do things to you that they shouldn't be doing to you. And that's what we're talking about today, how people will question you, have you explaining yourself and just making you feel bad inside. That's something you have to put in check. So yeah, don't worry about who love you, baby. Know who love you, and that person is you. That person is God. When we understand that God loves us and we understand that we love us, that's good enough, because the love you have for yourself is going to be the love that pushes you to protect yourself from people who may do harmful things to you, okay? Yes. So no one did. I have to do it for God and myself. Exactly. Thank you, God, for giving strength to Tamara. Exactly, Tamara. So we don't have to go through the world trying to see who loves us. We should be making sure that people treat us the way that we deserve to be treated, with love, with respect. So that's what you need to be focused on. How is that person treating you? You understand? That person may love different. That person may not be the way, not give you the type of love that you want. Okay. And so at that point, do you love you? Yes. How that person loves you is not important, because that person may not give you the love that you want, the attention you want, the things that you desire. We can't force people to be what we want them to be. You understand that? People are different, so we don't look to see if they love us. We love us, and we accept or we reject what they bring into our lives. Okay? So let's keep going. And I hope I didn't go too far with that. I hope that made sense. Did that make sense? Let me know. Type yes if you guys think that that made sense. Because, honey, I was rambling, but I was speaking from my heart. And I truly believe that what I said was some good advice, okay? So I hope that helped you guys. Thank you, Tamara. And you guys don't forget to hit them hearts, guys. Hit them hearts and go to Amazon and get that book, Get Beat to Get Better, so that you can get better. What are you going through? Where are you trying to go in life? What has hurt you? What is it about yourself that you need to improve on? That book, Get Beat to Get Better, is the book you get that helps you break through those glass ceilings and become the you that you've always wanted to be. So check out that book if you haven't gotten yours. Last week, I think two people told me they got their books, and I was so proud of them. So go ahead and get your book. So I'll be proud of you, because this is all about growth, honey. And if you don't get the book, at least go check out Win-Win with Gwen podcast and see which episode resonates with who you are or where you're trying to go in life, because that's something that doesn't cost anything. Yeah, the book costs $14, and that's not a bad price. I don't think so. What do you think? But the lives here on YouTube with Win-Win with Gwen, they're free. And check out the reels and tell your friends about them, because again, that's something that's out here for you to be able to grow at no cost at all, okay? Because honey, I'm going to make sure to help guide you into your greatness, either with $14 or with $0, because it's my heart that loves you, and there's no price attached to that, baby. So I just want you to have the best tools you can to help you become the best version of yourself, by the way. So let's keep going here. So yes, so I was saying that some people are going to tell a story about you that you know isn't true, and sometimes you have to let them tell it, because your piece is more valuable than proving your point. Now I want to hear from you guys. I want you to put in the comments, what are you too old to argue about? Let me know. Come on, I'm reading this. What is it? Is it your relationship? I'm gonna call this list down to you guys. And if it's something that I say that you're tired of arguing about, type that in. So I'm gonna be reading this to you right now. It's a short list. Is it your relationship that you're tired of arguing with people about? Is it your family, your children, your job? Maybe it's your job. Is it social media? Somebody's opinion? Somebody else's gossip? What is something where you have finally said, baby, I don't have the energy for this, and I'm done. I'm putting it in God's hands. I'm done, honey. I've turned the other cheek, and now I'm done. I'm not answering to you anymore. I'm not going back and forth with you anymore. It is what it is. I say that a lot. I go, honey, it is what it is. I can't change your mind. You're going to see that the way you want to see it. I'm going to see it the way I want to see it, and I'm not going back and forth. You understand? Sometimes you just got to say, it is what it is. Type it is what it is in them comments, guys. I want to see how many of you can say it is what it is. I want you to get used to saying that, honey. It is what it is. Because that's what it is sometimes. When we agree to disagree, that's it. I'm not going to keep explaining myself to people. I'm sure of what I want to do, and I don't need nobody questioning my decisions, honey. I'm grown. I'm too old to be arguing back and forth with you. And we are. We're grown. We're too old to be arguing back and forth with people, baby. We are wise. We are intelligent. We know what we want in life most of the time. And the times in which we do know, we don't have time to go back and forth with people, honey. We got stuff to do. We've got healing to do. We have purpose to live. We have families to raise. We got moolah to make. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have time for that anymore. You say the sky is blue, I say it's white. Either way, we good. Okay, Tamara said family, church family. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a lot that can go on in the church. Yes, ma'am, you're right. I can see that. Is it, Tia said it is what it is. Okay, got you. I love it, guys. So, yeah, here's another one. I'm too old to argue with somebody who is committed to misunderstanding me. Think about that, okay? There is a difference between somebody who doesn't understand you and somebody who doesn't want to understand you. Baby, sometimes people just don't want to understand you. They will actually hear what you say, see what you're doing, know that it makes perfect sense or that it sounds like it makes sense, and they will go against the grain of what you said or what you've done just because they don't want to understand. Now, what do you think about that? There's people in this world who know like they know, baby, that you're right about the way you're thinking, the way you're moving. And something in their heart just won't let them let you be at peace. Honey, those are the people you got to stop arguing with. Because arguing with those type of people is not going to get you anywhere. It might get you at the hospital with your high blood pressure. So let me stop saying it won't get you anywhere. It might make you catch a case because you done fought them or hurt them because you're going back and forth and now you're arguing. That's how serious it is to tell people, hey, it is what it is. And that's what we're learning tonight. We're learning that it is what it is tonight, baby. We ain't going back and forth no more with people. Not you. Not you. What I said? I said not you. You're not doing that no more, baby, because you are too amazing to be going back and forth with people. You're too grown for that. You're too strong for that. You're too amazing for that. You're too healed for that. Yes. There go my baby. Hey, Debbie, how are you? How are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. How was your weekend, sweetheart? How was all y'all's weekend? If you all had a great weekend, type great in the comments. Let me hear from you that you've had a great weekend. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And I see those hearts flowing, guys. I see those hearts. Oh God, I love when you guys are here. Thank you guys for joining me again every weekend. And I told y'all I was a grandmother. I became a grandmother again for the 5th time this weekend, and it is so amazing. And I couldn't wait to get to you guys, even in the midst of all of that. Didn't I tell y'all that wild horses couldn't keep me away from you guys? Wild horses. My grandbaby was born. And I still got here to show you guys how much I love you. Because when I tell you guys that you guys are so amazing and that I love you guys, I want you all to understand that. We're growing here together. We're becoming something even more amazing than we were yesterday. Every week that we meet here at 7:30 on Sundays, 7:30 p.m., we come here to become better. You help me, and I just pray to God. I pray to God that I help you guys. I pray that I'm helping you all because you guys are helping me, baby. Love is such a powerful drug. So yeah, I'm going to get high off y'all's love every single weekend. I love you guys. Let's keep going. Let's see what we have here. Thank you, Coach Gwen. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Let's see here. So yeah, I was saying there's a difference between somebody who doesn't understand you and somebody who doesn't want to understand you. Those are two completely different things. If you genuinely don't understand me, I'm happy to explain. But if you already made up your mind, honey, sweetheart, have a blessed day. You understand me? I'm gonna tell you to have a blessed day. I'm not gonna say anything rude to you, but I'm definitely not gonna sit there and continue with you. I'm going to tell you to have a blessed day because I wish nothing but the best for you. And with me wishing the best for you, I want the best for me because I love me and I'm not worried about if what you're doing and why you're doing is love. I'm not worried about it because it is what it is. I love me, I believe in me, and you don't have to agree with me. That's all I'm saying. You understand? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop arguing with these people. Stop arguing with your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your coworker, your so-called enemy. Let them have that. Stop arguing. Stop going back and forth, honey. It is what it is. Have a blessed day. Oh, I'm too grown for that now. You understand what I'm saying? Let it go, baby. That's that ego. That ego will hold you back from your dreams, from your happiness, from your healing, from your money, from your purpose. It will hold you back. You know? Let it go. Learn to just let it go. It's going to be hard at first, honey, to stop arguing. But you got to do the affirmation I told you about. You got to tell yourself, oh, I don't argue with people anymore. I live in peace. I don't argue with people anymore. I live in peace. You have to tell yourself that over and over and over and over. You've got to see it in your mind's eye, honey. You got to visualize it. You got to feel it in your heart. So one day you just stop arguing. And when people talk about you, you go, oh, that's what they said. I have nothing to say about that. Why? And you know what'll make a person mad? If they're out there saying bad things to you so that someone can take it to you, and they're waiting for the response back from you, from that toxicness, that arguing, that screaming, that eye rolling and all that, and you don't give it back. And then the person who brought you the bone, I call them bone carriers, the person who took that dirty gossip, that evil gossip from one mouth to your ear, so that they can take it back what you said, when they have nothing to take back to that person who sent that bone to you or that gossip to you, that person on the end, when they hear they didn't say anything, they just smiled and said, it is what it is. Or they said, they send their blessings. And they smiled. That other person, I'm like, what you mean they smiled? What you mean they said they sent their blessings? What do you mean they said they didn't say nothing back? No, that's how you dead and stuff. That's how you end stuff. That's how you stop stuff. Stop feeding into this stuff with these people. Let it go, baby. Practice those affirmations. The best way to get someone is with love. And that's what I want y'all to understand. I don't think that people realize that the best way to win anything is with love. Baby, love is the most powerful thing. Let's say agape. You all know that. You can't lose a fight when you fight with love. You can't. Somebody can walk up to me and say, you sure is ugly, Miss Gwen or Coach Gwen. And I'll say, it is what it is, baby. And I think you're beautiful. And they'll be like, what you mean? You trying to be funny? And I'll smile. I go, no, I really, truly think you're beautiful. And it's okay that you think I'm not, baby. I accept that. I love you, sweetheart. And I'm going to go ahead over here and do what I was about to do. They don't know how to handle that. But when I do it the old way, I know you didn't call me ugly. I slap you or whatever. You know, I've never told anybody that. I'm just bluffing. I'm not that tough. Let's just say if I was. If I did that, then I'm in a fight. I've either caught a case or got my butt beat. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't even worth it. So you got to look at that. You're not a loser when you fight with love, when you fight with kindness, when you let it be what it be, when you say it is what it is, when you say bless your heart, God bless you. You know, that's how you fight back. Now, when somebody put their hands on you, honey, when they put them, you protect yourself. Protect yourself. But baby, words should never break you down like that. I'm not telling you to let nobody hurt you physically, but you fight back mentally with love. And when you fight back mentally with love, the odds are ain't nobody gonna put their hands on you. I'm telling you, try it. And I know you've been taught the opposite way, to let them have it. And I know your friends and your family members will tell you, I can't believe you let them talk to you like that, baby. Those the same ones doing 9 to 5. Those the same ones that's on all kind of stress medications. Those the same ones that overeat or smoke too much or drink too much because they're stressed. I'm not saying nothing wrong with smoking or drinking. I'm not judging anybody. I'm saying they probably overdo it. They probably have a habit, because too much of anything is bad. That's what I'm saying. Too much of anything is not good for you. So I'm just telling you, the people who don't know how to fight with love are the people that's probably in situations that they could have avoided. And that's what I'm trying to teach you today. You don't have to go through that anymore, baby. You too grown to be going back and forth with people. Debbie, how are you doing tonight, baby? How are you doing today, Latia? How are you doing today, Tamara? How are you doing right now, Glenn? How are you doing, Joe? How are all you guys? Hey, Haywood, how you doing? I hope you're doing better, Haywood. How are you? Any Esther? How are you doing? I just want to talk to you guys and say hello, Kenny. Hello, 916. Hello, all you guys. I just want to send you love and tell you I appreciate you being here with me tonight. And let's keep going. So yeah, so have a blessed day is what you're gonna tell us people because I'm not going back and forth with you. And here's the bigger lesson, guys. You thought that was the big lesson. Let me give you some more. Here's an even bigger lesson. Sometimes maturity looks like knowing when to speak, and you are mature, and that's what you got to learn. You got to learn when to speak. You understand? You've got to learn when to speak. Let me drink a little of my tea, guys. My throat getting a little harsh. Mm. And by the way, I'm drinking hibiscus tea with just 2 pieces of clove in it. And it is so amazing. Yeah, go read up on hibiscus tea, okay? It's a red tea. It's a herb, and it is so good. It's great for your blood pressure. Most things that are red when you eat them, as far as food goes, that's not artificial. It's gonna be good for your heart, okay? Good for the blood pressure, the circulation. So yes, I love a little hibiscus tea, guys. So yes, I'm enjoying that with you guys tonight. You see all my lipstick getting all over my cup. And by the way, this is my mug for my company, Minds Above Matters. So yeah, if you want to get me for coaching or if you want to look further into what I do, my retreats that I have, any of that, go to my website. It's mindsabovematters.com, and you can see so much there. I have a wonderful blog, by the way. You might like my blog. Check it out. And that's mindsaboveMatters.com. So yeah, check me out on my webpage, my website. And let's keep going, guys. So yeah, sometimes maturity looks like knowing when to speak, and sometimes maturity looks like knowing when to shut up and walk away. And I mean that in a nice way. Sometimes you got to shut up and walk away. And sometimes you got to know when to speak up, okay? So, yes, yeah, I'm not saying for you not to speak up, but don't go back and forth. Say your piece, baby, and then let that be. Let it be. And that doesn't mean you're weak. Responding with love, knowing when to walk away, does not make you weak. Don't let nobody tell you that no more, honey. There's nothing wrong with you as an adult knowing when to walk away. So many people have refused to walk away, and that has been the biggest mistake of their lives. Don't let that be the biggest mistake in your life, honey. You're too smart for that. You understand me? You're too smart for that. You're too amazing. Don't let that happen to you, honey. That would break my heart, by the way. I love seeing you here. I love seeing you here. Be smart. Yeah, that doesn't mean that you don't have anything to say. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you finally learn that your response has a price. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, honey. There's a price to pay when you make the wrong decisions. Think about it. Think about what you do before you do it, okay? Every argument costs you something. It might cost you your peace. It might cost you your time. It might cost you your emotional energy. And some arguments are simply too expensive. So ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Okay? Ask yourself before you argue with somebody. Let that be a common question in your life. Is this worth my peace? Ask yourself that, okay? Um, if the answer is no, baby, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Ain't no sense in you staying there going back and forth with nobody. Today, we're putting an end to that back and forth. We know better. We do better. Walk away from some of that stuff. I remember my family would play cards. They still do. Let me not say remember. Baby, my family is a card playing family. They love to play spades. They love to play tunk. They love playing cards. If your family loves playing cards, type mine too in them comments. I want to know whose family loves to play cards. But I've seen them get into the biggest arguments. Ooh, honey. And the thing about it is, though, thing about these arguments is that they know when to shut up. They know when to walk away. because it's just game. It's just a game, and they know when. And for the ones who don't know when, now my family's got it down pat. We know when to just let it be, because somebody reneged or something like that, or played out of turn, or we caught somebody. Because honey, my niece, I'm not gonna say her name, but she know who I'm talking about. She good for putting cards under her leg and hiding cards. I'm just gonna say this. Her name start with an F. She know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say the whole name. But she will hide some cards, honey. And when we find those cards under her thigh, or that card hit that floor, and we see, we get upset. But we don't fight. We don't go, so hard that we're not friends anymore. But we do say just enough to this girl. My niece love her to death, to let her know that she's wrong. And we know when to walk away, we know when to be quiet, and we know when to say something. And that's what I'm talking about. There's got to be a balance to this. Now, I know some families who will rock 'em, sock 'em. We used to have a little toy called Rock 'em, Sock 'em Robot. Honey, some people will fight in their family, but my family, we pretty much got it under control, and we'll laugh about it like I'm doing now. I'm talking about it and laughing about it, and it's fun. But yeah, you got to know when to walk away from stuff, because things can escalate just that fast. And that's why I'm telling you today, learn when to fold, honey. You've got to know when to walk away, okay? And that's important, because your peace is everything. Your protection, your health, your all that matters, okay? You can't be out here arguing with people. And if you're one of those people who have become a habitual arguer, it's time to correct yourself. And you're never too old to grow. You're never too old to become wise. You're never too old to change. They say you can't teach an old dog tricks, baby. I've seen a lot of dogs learn new things. So as a human, don't sell yourself short, baby. You got this. Change is right around the corner for you. You just have to do the work. And I always tell you all, you've got to do the work. And this is no different. It's going to take work. It really is, baby. It's going to take work. And let's see here. So yeah, it's too expensive. Your piece is. You don't want to risk your piece. So yeah, keep it moving. And let's have some fun. I'm going to give y'all some choices. Tell me which one you're too old to argue about, okay? Okay? And I'm going to go back and read the comments, because, the comments, they move a little slower than the questions. So I'm going to read some of these to you. And I want you to just type. It's gonna be like number 1, number 3, number 4. The first thing is number 1. Somebody saying they don't like you. Are you arguing back? I'm gonna give y'all a little time. Just type Y or type N. So that's how we're gonna do this. That's the best way to do this. So the question number 1, the first question is, are you going to be arguing back and forth with a person if somebody says they don't like you? Put Y for yes and put N for no for question number 1. Okay, so I want you to put the number 1, and I want you to put a Y or N, so I'll know which question you're answering. So put 1 for question number 1, which is, again, if somebody says to you they don't like you, are you going to argue with them? Y for yes, N for no. You don't have to type out the whole word, just a Y or N, but make sure you put the number 1 so I can know what question you're answering, okay? Okay. Family Church, good night. Good night, Debbie. It's true. Hi, hon. Thank you. You're welcome. Guys, you guys are so amazing. I'm finally about to walk away from this live. Goodbye. Okay. See you later. Hello, Julia. Hello. How are you, sweetheart? I didn't see you in here. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for joining. Okay, we got N. We got an N. We got an N. Okay. Tamara said no. Latia said no. Debbie is Carnival and Granada. Okay, it is. Okay. And Urban said, hey, Urban, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for joining and thank you for answering. So we got some notes. You guys are so smart, so amazing, so powerful, so strong. Those are great answers. So let's see. Now we're going to do number 2, guys. So we're on number 2. And then you're going to put a Y or N, a Y for yes, an N for no. But you're going to put number 2 so I can see what number we're answering, okay? So the question to number 2. Somebody misunderstands your intention. Are you arguing with that person? Yes or no? Are you arguing with them? Yes or no? Hello, Larry. Thanks for the compliment. Thank you so much. Hello, Irvin. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you all so much. Okay, Tamara said no. Julia said yes. She said she's arguing. Okay, Julia, I hear you. Latia said no, and Debbie said no to question number 2, which is, are you going to argue with somebody if they misunderstand your intentions? Okay, thanks for those answers. We're going to move on to number 3. Okay, guys, you're ready? Larry says 2. He says no. Thank you, Larry, for that answer. Larry, my brother's name is Larry, so I love your name, by the way. And thank you for being here, Larry. Thank you so much. Let's see here. The question number 3. So write down 3 and then write down Y or N. Y for yes and N for no. Okay. And don't forget to put the number so I can know what you're answering to. So number 3, are you going to argue with somebody who always wants to be right? You know those people that's always right. You know they're not right, but they're going to argue back and forth no matter what. Are you arguing with a person that's always right even when they're wrong? Are you arguing back and forth with a person that wants to always act like they're right even when they're wrong? Are you going back and forth with that person? Yeah, and that's number 3. So number 3, somebody who always wants to be right. Are you arguing? Because I'm not arguing with you, honey. I'm just going to say it is what it is. I'm not going back and forth with you. No matter what you write, no matter what you think you right, oh, Coach Gwen is not arguing back and forth with you. That's one of my arguments that'll escalate because that person is never going to say that they're right, even in the midst of knowing that they're wrong. Okay? Good answer, Tamara. Good answer, Latia. Good answer, Debbie. Good answer, guys. Good answers. I love those answers. Honey, ain't number growth going on here tonight. You guys are so amazing. You guys are amazing. I'm not going to lie. You guys are amazing. I love it. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's see number 4. Oh my gosh. Now I'm on social media a lot and I get some of the most amazing heartfelt comments from people like you. And I love that. But every once in a while, there is this person who will say something that is not nice to me. I kid you not. I've seen some things that just made my mouth go, and I had to get used to it, honey, because that's another thing. When I started to grow here on social media, the comments that were rude, they made me want to walk away from my purpose. And you know what I ended up doing? Reading those comments and saying it is what it is. So this is the next question. Number 4, are you going back and forth with somebody on social media because of the rude, disrespectful comments that they might say to you? Are you going back and forth with that person? So number 4, are you arguing with people on social media? Because I'm not. And I'm not letting them stop me from engaging with someone as amazing as you. Baby, can't nobody stop me from coming to see you. Can't nobody stop me from speaking to you. They can say whatever they want to here on social media. I'm going to still keep showing up because it is what it is. You understand? And that's how it should be. Don't let people stop your joy, your relationships with people, what it is that you want to do in life. Don't let people control that with their comments on social media, honey. Know who you are. Love you unconditionally. So that when someone come against you in a negative manner, in a hateful way, it'll roll off of you like Rain-X on a windshield. You understand? Y'all know how that Rain-X, once you wipe the windshield and it rains and those little beads of rain, well, they are really heavy rain, but they pop off like little beads and they go to the little side. Baby, let that stuff roll off you like rain on a Rain-X windshield. You understand what I'm saying? Let it roll off you like little beads of water. Protect yourself. Grow. Love yourself. Know who you are. And don't go back and forth with these people on social media because they will stop you from finding people like Latia, like Debbie, like Julia, like Matt. You won't get to meet these amazing people that are in this live tonight because you will be running from the people that want to come in with the negative comments. Offer them love. Offer them blessings. And offer them It is what it is. And keep it pushing, baby, because you're supposed to be able to do what you want to do. Love yourself. Yeah, Matt say life is short. Live your life the way you want to. Honey, Matt can't see y'all, but give Matt applause for that. Matt, yes, yes. Live your life the way you want to, honey. Be you. And you means you're going to be different from somebody else, honey. That's what makes us beautiful. I walked out today. I've been at the hospital with my new grandbaby. I went to the store. I went to eat. And I didn't see nobody that was me. That's how I know I got to be unique. That's how I know to love me, because ain't nobody being me but me. So why am I worried about what somebody else think? They're supposed to think I'm different. They're supposed to see something different. They're supposed to hear something different. And everybody ain't going to like what they see and what they hear, but that's not my problem. Because I'm too busy being me, because God created me to be me. He created you to be you. So be you. And stop worrying about what somebody else thinks about you. Stop worrying about who wants to be right when they're wrong. It is what it is. And you ain't got time to argue with them, because you're too busy being who you are and loving you and being amazing and working on you and healing and doing the work and becoming something amazing, living in purpose, baby, raising your beautiful children, going to college, running miles in the morning to run marathons to just keep your health up. You're too busy doing the things that makes you happy, that makes you whole. And you can't do that if you're worried about all this stuff, honey. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. So let's see, yeah. So number 4, social media. Oh, okay, yeah. Are you down there fighting with somebody on social media you don't even know? Because sometimes you don't even know these people. Think about that. You're fighting with somebody who don't even know you. Sometimes they have a little circle up with the little one letter in it. You don't even know. You can't even see their faces. You can't see where they're from. You don't know nothing about them, but they're attacking you, and you're arguing back and forth with a circle with a letter in the middle. You bigger than that, honey. It is what it is. That's all I got to say on that one. It is what it is. Stop arguing with these people on social media. Yeah, stop arguing with them. So number 5, are you arguing? So number 5, yes or no? Number 5, are you arguing with somebody who doesn't appreciate what you do for them? How many people in this world have you done something for and they don't appreciate it, and you crying, and I did this, and last time I helped them pay their power bill, and last week they didn't have no food, and I bought the whole family food, their kids and everybody. Oh, their kids didn't have any school clothes, and I paid for them. They needed a ride to work, and I gave them a ride to work. Do it from your heart. Do it from your heart. And when you do it from your heart, don't nobody owe you nothing. Start doing things from your heart, baby. And when you do it from your heart, don't argue back and forth with them. And if you loan someone money, never loan them money that is some money that you need to use for something. You give people from your heart. You don't ever give them your all. You don't give them your last. And you let it be. It is what it is. If I loan you $10, you're not getting my last, baby, because I'm going to take care of me first. My power paid. My cell bill paid. My kids are fed. You understand what I'm saying? Take care of self. How they say, fill your cup first before you fill somebody else's. Give from your heart, and you don't have to be mad when somebody doesn't appreciate what you did for them. That's all I'm saying. Stop doing what you can't do. Stop giving your last to people. I'm talking to someone tonight. Somebody on this other line, on this other side of this phone, I'm talking to you. You giving your last to people. And that's why it hurts. That's why it hurts. Stop giving your last to people. You give your extras, honey. You fill your cup and you let them get what flows over. You pay your bills and you give them what's left. And you give that what is left from your heart. And when they don't give it back, You don't sit around upset about it. It is what it is. You can choose to help that person again, or you can say, hey, let me tell you something. Last time you asked me for $100, I gave it to you. You didn't give it back, and I'm not giving you anything else until you take care of that. And that's your way to politely let them know, hey, you're not getting anything else because you know you didn't give me my money back. See how that works? So now you don't have to keep giving that person who doesn't pay you your money back money. They knew they didn't give it back. You understand? You gave it from your heart and you took care of self first so you're not suffering for what you gave. That's how you give people things. That's how you do for people, okay? You give a person a ride to work, you do it from your heart. And if they don't appreciate it, boundaries. Oh, it is what it is. I'm not going to continue to do this because you're not grateful. There's nothing wrong with cutting ungrateful people off, honey. You have to protect your peace. That's a boundary. And when you put a boundary down, you stand 10 toes down. You don't let up. Because when you let up, that weakens your boundaries. And when your boundaries become weak, they become disrespected. And when they become disrespected, they're non-existent. Don't nobody care what you said. Do you understand? Put them boundaries down. You're strong enough, wise enough to do it. And if you're not strong enough yet, do those affirmations. Start to speak to yourself. Start to sit in your mind's eyes. Start to visualize it. Start to feel it. Start to keep trying and trying and trying until you get strong enough to learn how to put those boundaries up, baby. You ain't got to be great to get started, but you got to get started in order to be great. You understand me, baby? You got this. I love you. You got this. Let's keep going. Let's see. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Julia. Julia, your smile so pretty on your little picture there. You look so cute. I love your smile, baby. You're so beautiful. All of you guys are beautiful. And I'm not just talking about the outer surface. I'm talking about the inner surface, sweethearts. That's where true beauty lives. And you got it down packed. Let's keep going. Oh, did I tell y'all to go get that book, Get Beat to Get Better? I know I did. Just a reminder, get your book and let me know when you get it, okay? Who's already ordered their book? You know, if you've ordered your book already, type got mine in the comments and let me see who's ordered their book, Get Beat to Get Better from Amazon. And guys, yes, if you're in need of coaching, if you're in need of a vision board workshop, because I have custom made vision board workshops that I do with my company, Minds Above Matters. You guys know I'm the CEO of Minds Above Matters. So yeah, check me out on my website at mindsabovematters.com. Go check out everything, my merchandise. I have merchandise and everything from the Win with Gwen podcast, by the way. I have mugs, I have tote bags, I have t-shirts, I have caps. If you want to represent Coach Gwendolyn with her podcast, Win with Gwen, head over to Minds Above Matters website and get yours today. I would love to see you rocking my gear, baby. Yes, yes, yes. And if you don't want that right now in life, just check out the podcast because it's all about helping you become the best version of yourself. And that means the world to me, okay? So let's keep going. So yeah, I learned that one. I learned that one the hard way. The one we were talking about when somebody who doesn't appreciate you lets you know that, and you've done things for them. I learned that the hard way. I used to do a lot of things for a lot of people, but I wasn't doing it from my heart. I wasn't doing it from love. I wasn't setting up boundaries. You understand? I was giving my last out. I was giving before my cup was filled. I was not putting me first, and that was hard. Who, now that I think back, that was hard. And then it wasn't just one person I was doing it for. It were several. I was literally making myself sick. And not just sick, I was suffering because when I give you my light money and tell you to give it back on Friday, and you don't even answer the phone when I call you, baby, I learned to start giving out my last. I learned to start taking care of Coach Gwendolyn first. And that doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a wise person, a smart person, a person that loves self. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with taking care of yourself first. Because if you don't take care of you, how are you going to keep helping other people? Think about that. Stop selling yourself short. You deserve to put yourself first. Put yourself first. Type put yourself first in the comments, or put me first. That's what I want you to type. Put me first. I want to know that you understand that you're supposed to put me first in order to be able to help other people. You can't help your kids if you don't put you first. You cannot keep going if you don't take care of yourself first. It'll feel like you're doing good because people will be benefiting from you, but you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to make yourself broke. You're going to make yourself sick. And then you just pray that the people who you done all that for will be there for you when you get there. And more than likely, just like I said, they're not going to appreciate what you did for them. Now, some will, but many won't. But we don't want to put ourselves in a position to find out who will and who won't. Love you first. Put you first, baby. And let's see. Hey, Jana, how are you doing? Hey, Hunter. How are you doing, Hunter? Hey, Kaja. Hey, Christopher. How are you doing, guys? Thank you all for joining me. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Don't forget to hit that like, and don't forget to show me some love, baby. Send me some hearts. I always say I wish I had a button on the other side. I would send y'all hearts, but until they create a button, this is my way of sending y'all hearts back. Let me hurry and send y'all some. I'm sending y'all a lot of hearts. I'm sending you guys hearts right back because I love you guys. I wish I had the same button you had to send these hearts, but that's all I got. So yes, I'm sending you guys love. I'm sending you guys love, and I appreciate the love you guys are sending me. I love you guys so much. Let's keep going and growing. Let's keep going and growing. Let's keep going. So yeah, and here's a question I have for you. What would happen if you stopped trying to convince people and started trusting yourself? What would happen if you stopped trying to convince other people and just started trusting yourself? That would be amazing. Hey, black men, how are you doing? Thank you, thank you. And by the way, I locked my hair myself. I started them myself, and I keep them myself. So thank you so much. I love the fact that I did this for myself. We're talking about some self-love. I took out the time to grow my hair, to be patient with my hair, to love my hair, to meet my hair where it was when it was just right here, and now look at it and I get so many compliments on it. And I just love that because I love me. I did what I needed to take care of my hair, the same way I do what I need to take care of my finance, my purpose, my health, putting me first, filling my cup up so that I can help somebody else. And now that I've started my locks and I've grown my locks, I can give other people advice. I can help them because now my cup is full and now I can help other people. And that's what I'm talking about. You gave me a compliment on my locks, and you see how I twisted that up to become something that could help somebody. Just keep going, guys. I love you, black men. I love you so much. Yes, Christopher, I said, put myself first, and you said, put yourself first, and we're going to put ourselves first today, baby, so we can be better for other people. Yes, so we can be better. God puts God first in many ways so that God can take care of us. You understand? There's nothing wrong with making sure you're whole, making sure you're okay, making sure that you love, making sure that you're doing things to grow yourself mentally and physically, making sure that you are a good person, making sure that you are the best that you can be so that you can show people. Because sometimes you can do for others just by making yourself great and being an example. Yeah. My grandkids that I speak about tonight, they see an amazing woman, and that alone helps them to know that they can be an amazing person too. Had I not built myself up and continued to build myself up, they wouldn't see the woman that sits here today. They would see the woman who sat here years ago, who was the person that needed to grow, that needed to change, that needed to heal, that needed to become. So when you grow you, when you build you, there are people that are watching you that you don't even know, that are becoming something amazing just because of your presence, your existence. That's how important it is to make sure that you take care of you, that you put you first, because somebody's watching you. Somebody knows that you've been broken, but you're healing, but you're becoming. And that's going to help them to do the same. You are an example for many. Keep being you, keep growing, sweetheart. The world needs you. And I'm talking to you, and you know who I'm talking to. This world needs you, honey. This world needs you just like it needs me. We all have purpose. Yeah, it is what it is. Stop arguing with these people. Now, I'll tell you what I use. I love to use black castor oil or the lighter ones because it will stain your pillows. I will tell you that. I use water, just water like a plant. And sometimes when I have roses from different celebrations or either somebody else has them, I literally boil the rose petals and I create rose water and I freeze it and I unthaw it when my little spray bottle gets empty and I spray my hair with rose water. So I keep it simple. I don't put a lot of things in my hair and I don't wake up on a daily basis putting a lot of chemical. I strongly believe that my hair doesn't take all those expensive products. And this is proof that you don't have to put all those creams and all that stuff in your hair. I mean, I'll come a little closer. It's clean, it's lint free. I don't put all that in my hair. I don't. And my hair is doing great. I mean, I can't tell you to have the same regimen as me, but I don't believe in putting all that money in my hair because society has convinced us that when we went natural, that we needed all these things. It doesn't take all that to grow your hair, honey. A clean head, a little bit of oil in your palm, some rose water spray, and baby, you don't have to go online and buy it. Just buy you some roses, and you boil those and you freeze those, and you unthaw them out and change your rose water out once a week, and keep your little clean spray bottle in the refrigerator with a little lid, and just spray your hair. That's it. And again, every once in a while, a little a black castor oil in my hair, and that's it. That's what I do. Thanks for asking. Let me keep going. So yeah, let's see what else you got. Okay. Hey Michael, how are you, Michael? Thanks for joining, Michael. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep going. What happens if, so here we go. What would happen if you stopped trying to convince people and started trusting yourself? And we thought about that for a while. We ventured off into my locks, but let's get back to this. What if you didn't need anyone or anybody to understand you? What if you didn't need anyone or anybody to agree with you? What if you didn't need anybody to like you? What if you could simply say, I know who I am? Can you all say that tonight? Can you type in the comments, I know who I am? If you know who you are. If you want to be able to say that, then type that. I know who I am. It's amazing to be able to say that. And then you keep going. Baby, that's freedom. And that's what we're trying to get here today. We're trying to get freedom. We're trying to say it is what it is. I don't have time for that. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not trying to prove myself. I'm not going to debate with you. I know how to walk away. It's okay. It's okay. It is. Okay? I know who I am. Yes, Tamara, you most certainly do. And that's beautiful, sweetheart. King, you are amazing. Stay just as you are, organic and natural. Thank you so much, King. And I wish the same for you and everyone on here to be who you are. Be natural, be unique, be organic. It is amazing when I walk out in the world and I see so many different people being themselves. If everybody had on the same green shirt, life would be so blah. I like the fact that we're different. Be you, baby. That's what makes you amazing. One Way said, is Jesus Lord? One Way, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us, One Way. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Alethea says, I've messed her name up. She's going to give me a call her Alethea again. Here, Alethea said, hello, guys. Yeah, that's freedom, honey. So here is Coach Gwendolyn's takeaway for the night. And I've enjoyed you guys for being here with me. It's been such a pleasure, you guys. Oh my gosh. I always hate to leave, you guys. One day I'm going to just be on here for like 24 straight hours, just sitting here waiting for you guys to just pop in and say hello at your convenience. And I mean that. I'm going to do that every once in a while. I've been talking about it, just being here, like letting my camera run for 24 hours straight and just speaking to people randomly as I just walk through my house, just saying hey to you guys, just showing you guys love randomly throughout the day for 24 straight hours. I want to try that and see how that works. So right now, here's my takeaway, guys. Here's what I want you to remember tonight, okay? That you don't have to attend every argument that you're invited to. You don't have to attend every argument. I'm talking to you that you're invited to, okay? Somebody can send you an invitation and you can RSVP. No, thank you. You start saying, no, thank you. I'm not going back and forth with you. No way. No, thank you. Just like that, okay? You don't have to explain, you don't have to defend, you don't have to prove, you don't have to convince. Sometimes you just need to protect your peace. And that's what I want y'all to type one more time tonight. This is the last thing I want y'all to type, and that is protect my peace. Or keep it simple and just type peace in the comments because I want you to understand how important your peace is. Okay? Your peace is important, okay? It's everything. Having peace affects your health. And your health is everything, honey. People say they want money in the world, and that's cool, baby. But if you don't have your health, baby, you can't even enjoy the money that you have. Protect your peace, okay? Live your purpose. Debbie, have a good night to all. She puts up the piece. Good night, Debbie. Good night, good night, good night. Yes, Latia, protect your peace. Yes, David. Hi, David. How are you, sweetheart? Protect your peace, baby. Protect your peace. Let's see here. Because, look, I'm not trying to win arguments anymore. I'm trying to win my peace. That's all I'm doing, honey. Forget an argument because it is what it is. Good night, David. Good night. Thank you for joining tonight. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and send some hearts before you guys leave tonight. I would love that. And if you don't, that's fine. I still know that you love me, and I love you guys too, okay? And so, yeah, and so I'm not trying to win arguments anymore. I'm trying to win peace, and that's a different kind of win, guys. And that's what I'm telling you. You want to know how to win something? Approach it with love and walk away with love, and you're winning all the time. So, one more question tonight before we go. I want you to put one. Well, I said I wasn't going to have you guys put things in comment anymore, but I got to do one more. So, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot I typed one more thing. And that is, I want you to put one thing in the comments, and I want you to finish this sentence. I'm too old to argue about what? What is it that you're arguing about that you notice throughout this live that you can probably just leave it alone and say it is what it is and walk away? What is that one thing that you're arguing about with people? Somebody told me it was the family and the church, and I appreciate that. And maybe throughout this live, you didn't know what it was, but you discovered it through the conversation we had tonight. So type in the comments what it is that you're too old to argue about, okay? What is that thing? And don't overthink it. Don't overthink it tonight, honey. If you can't come up with something, that's fine. But if you can, type it. It may be something that somebody didn't realize about themselves, and you might help them tonight. They may go, that's exactly what I'm arguing with someone about. I didn't realize that, but I'm going to stop that. Somebody going back and forth with me trying to tell me blah, 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 you know? So, yeah, let me see what it is that you are not going to keep arguing with people over, okay? And just put it in the comments, and I'm going to read them, okay? Because I already know y'all are about to tell tell on yourselves. I know you're going to tell me what it is you're arguing about. I already know you're going to tell me. And I can't wait to see it because, baby, in order to fix something or heal from something, you have to be willing to and able to name that thing. You can't heal, you can't grow, you can't overcome if you can't name that thing. So that's one of the things I tell my clients all the time. We got to be able to name what is bothering us or name what we want to overcome. You can't fix what you can't name, baby. So I want to see if y'all can name that thing that you are going back and forth with somebody about that you shouldn't go back and forth with. You know, I was at the hospital and I heard somebody in the waiting room talking about it was a guy and he was talking about a girl that was cheating on him, and he said he was tired of going back and forth with her because he knew she was lying about where she was last night. But in the meantime, I heard him get back on the phone with her and he kept going back and forth. But the thing about that was that this guy had proof about this girl. He saw her doing what it was she was doing. And not only did he see her, he had someone else with him. So when he was on the phone with her going back and forth and she was denying it and flipping the script in a narcissistic type of manner, making it look like he did something wrong, he kept going back and forth with her. And actually that's kind of sort of how I came up with this subject tonight, because I was thinking, why are you going back and forth and you know what you know what you know? And he ended up in tears, y'all. He was crying, trying to convince her that he knew what he knew and he saw what he saw, and he even had a witness. Baby, we ain't going back and forth no more. When we know something, we know something. And we're going to love ourselves enough to make the next step to protect ourselves, put up boundaries, and stand 10 toes down. Guys, it's been amazing tonight. I love you all. Get the book, Get Beat to Get Better. Visit my website, Minds Above Matters. Go read the blog. Go look at the podcast, Win with Gwen. Go to YouTube and enjoy some of that amazing music that I put out for you all to put y'all in some good moods and some healing too. Go enjoy everything that Coach Gwendolyn has put out for you all. I can't wait to hear from you all as y'all grow, as you heal, as you become, as you live in your purpose, baby. I can't wait, and I will see you all here next Sunday, 7:30 p.m. like clockwork. Wild horses can't keep me away from you, baby. I love you. Good night, guys.